Ah. Well, I can't take a break. Storms won't let me. We're gonna cover these storms for a little bit. I am exhausted though, so just remember that as we do this. I'm not gonna talk too much, as it does hurt to talk a little bit. Hello. But we currently have 4 tornado warnings going on, and today has been absolutely wild with confirmed tornado after confirmed tornado, of course. I chose to take this day off um, rather than any other. This one right here, we actually do kind of have a view on. I need to get that cam up really quick. But if you live in Rockledge, Merritt Island, Angel City, you need to be in your safe spots. Tornado warning there. The tornado warning to the north of that with a little bit of rotation. And the other person kind of in the path of this is Pennachaw, Florida. We also have another. Okay, so this one in Florida here near Quincy has expired. Still a little bit of rotation there, but not really seeing too much. This one in Georgia is still ongoing with strong rotation right there. Not seeing a debris ball present, but it could be cycling and about to drop another tornado with this. And we also possibly had an EF1 to EF2 tornado, or EF1 to EF3 tornado. Over here near, let's see if I can find the city. Earlier today, and we've had probably about 3 or 4 tornadoes touch down this evening. So it's definitely been a dangerous day out there. Way more dangerous than the models indicated even yesterday and this morning. But yeah, we're watching this storm. I actually have a perfect cam in the path of this one. I just need to find it again. Make sure I have the good view. It's this one. Another one north of this storm in Florida is also getting a little bit of rotation as it's moving towards Merritt Island. I just try to gauge this out because this cam that I'm looking at here is like right in this area, and there's definitely a lot of rain over it, but it should clear out. So we're gonna do this and do this and this. Okay. Oops. We should have this down as well. Perfect, perfect, and live. There it is. Okay, so this cam is right here in this area. Here.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Arkansas.
The severe thunderstorm warning is for Arkansas, Lanoke, and Prairie counties. That's for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar sized hail. Check on that really quick. Yeah, we also have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings here in Arkansas as well. Very widespread event going on today. Couldn't tell you exactly because I've been taking a break for the most of today. But Sardis, Iron Springs, Wrightsville, Keogh need to be indoors and away from windows. And then just to the north of Stuttgart, Alport, Hamilton, G Ridge, Brummett, Fairmount, K, and Slavic need to be in there, indoors and away from windows there. We also have one here in Mississippi, just to the south of West Point. Got a little bit of broad rotation in there. Not too crazy, though. It's going towards Tibby and Waverly. You guys need to be indoors and away from windows. Sundays? No. It's just any day where I push myself way too hard. The day after that is my rest day, usually. So, it does look like could have been a brief tornado in there. Hard to tell, though. But yeah, we're going to continue to monitor the storm. Okay, we just got a new tornado warning here just to the north of this one. That was that rotation. It's currently a water spout right now, but if it makes its way over to Merritt Island, a national refugee or Merritt Island, could cause some problems, some damage.
There is one new tornado warning for Florida.
And this one's nearly stationary, I think. Yeah, nearly stationary, kind of a stationary water spout there. Okay, the latest scan, that rotation did die off, so that's good news. And it's probably better to get one south of the storm and just look at it from the backside rather than, because it's getting pretty messy. I don't think we're gonna get a clearing out there, so let's do this. Go a little bit south, a little bit more south than that. This is facing, it's facing south. Get one facing northbound. Dots. Ooh, wow. Very heavy rain with that storm. This is southbound. It says it's southbound. There shouldn't be any clouds like that to its south. All right. Let's go do an update on these storms, all of them.
There are 2 new warnings affecting Florida and Georgia.
Okay, this one to the south here near Merritt Island. This one kind of lost its rotation. Not too concerned about it. We're going to watch it, see if it tries to reorganize, but not too much more concerned about this one. Just to its north. Still a little bit of stationary rotation there, but not a lot, to be honest. But we have another storm forming back here. It's got a little bit of rotation that probably needs to be watched there. We might also be able to get a view on this storm, maybe, as it goes near Port St. John. And then this tornado warned storm still has a little bit of weak rotation with it. I'm not too concerned about it as of right now. Everybody still needs to be in their safe spots, though.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Mississippi.
For Merritt Island, Angel City as well. And we just got a new tornado warning over here in Florida. Man, yeah, a little tight rotation there. And a debris ball. Tornado on the ground here. Observed tornado. Moving off to the north and east. That's Osceola, Greenville, Dennett, and Bailey. You guys need to be in your safe spots. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground. Let me change. I mean, my thumbnail and everything is so confusing. Probably to everybody. Yeah, save this. I gotta put that text somewhere. Let's do notes. There. Keep that down. All I can do is change the title. I can't change my but yeah, we do have a tornado on the ground with this one. Still on the ground. Just to the south of Osceola, moving towards Greenville. There's that debris ball. Definitely a tornado. Brief tornado on the ground. And this storm over here has been causing so much havoc. It's kind of creating its own environment. And any storm that kind of rotates around it drops a tornado. Let's check this one over here near Georgia again. Yeah, still not seeing a debris ball with it, but there is some decent rotation with it just to the north of Enon, Georgia. It is going towards Autryville. So Autryville, Shelly and Ione need to be in their safe spots still with this storm. Definitely some strong rotation with it. All right, let's go back down here. Kind of reorientate ourselves. I'm gonna get a good view on these storms. We could potentially get a good view on this one. That one's just to the north of Port St. John's. What's that? So it's like south and east of Titusville. That would be... This one's pretty close. Yeah, it'd have to be like... Southbound. Maybe not. This one's northbound. Just gonna have to hope that the rain clears out for this one. Okay. All right. So let's go through all the storms again. It's like a little bit of rotation still exists with this storm. Might be recycling here. Going just to the north of Rockledge towards Merritt Island. Again, this is a tornado warned storm. If you live in Merritt Island, you need to be in your safe spots. We still have this nearly stationary rotation here, probably producing multiple water spouts, really not moving. Kind of an insane storm there, just kind of sitting still. Not a lot of people in the path of this storm, but if it tries to go backwards, maybe towards Indian River City, or if it tries to move like to the north and east, maybe near the launch and landing facility, might need to be in their safe spots and near Merritt Island there. Yeah, this storm up to the north has completely lost its rotation. Well, yeah, completely lost its rotation, so not too worried about that one right now. But check back here on this confirmed tornado. So interesting. That it's outside. It's either a debris ball still, and it's associated with reflectivity. That's probably still, yeah, it's still a tornado. On the ground now, moving kind of just to the east now. That is going just to the south of Greenville. Again, this is in Florida. Still appears like there's a tornado on the ground with this. So everybody, they need to readjust this tornado warning. Everybody, just to the, if you live in between Greenville and Sermons, you need to be in your safe spots. Storm looks like it's trying to do something again. Okay, still not. That's good. Let's check on this storm over here in Georgia. Still a little bit of rotation there. Still not seeing a debris ball just yet. Looks like it's going to go just to the north of Enon, Georgia, and now it's heading towards Autryville. So Autryville, you still need to be in your safe spots there. And look at all this convection over here. Yeah, the tornado from earlier was definitely impressive. Definitely, I think it was a strong tornado. We'll have to see. Okay, so they did allow this tornado warning up here to the north to expire. We should be able to get a great view of this storm now that it's done with its mergers. Let's try to do that. It's just to the north of Vera, near Rockledge. Gonna be our best one here. It'll load. Swing on the next
There is
radar
one new
update.
severe thunderstorm warning for Florida.
Should move closer to Disney. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll get. If you're looking for a forecast, that's what we were planning to do today, but and we're still gonna do it just after these tornado warnings expire. This camera is taking forever to load, unfortunately. Try refreshing the page and then doing that again. I lost where we were. Titusville. Still waiting on the latest radar update, just in case you're wondering why I'm not jumping around. Okay, there it is. Yeah, decent amount of rotation. It's gonna come close to that cam that I was looking at earlier. I can remember where the heck I was on this map. Okay, so we are right here where it kind of juts out a little bit. My brain's not working properly today. Between Daytona. There it is. Okay, so that would be. It's kind of going to be our best view on this storm. It's right back in this area a little bit. But yeah, so a little bit of rotation picking up here just to the south of Cocoa. Maybe even a debris ball there as well. That could be a tornado on the ground. Just near Rock Ledge. Could also be a clearing though. Hard to tell. But everybody in Angel City, Cocoa, and Merritt Island, Indianola still needs to be in their safe spots. And over here in Georgia, looks like they allowed that tornado warning to expire. Just to the south here. Yeah, it does look like that debris ball spread out there. That was definitely a tornado on the ground there near Greenville. And this one's still going, and there's still a little bit of rotation there, just not nearly as strong as it was. Still not seeing a debris ball. Looks like that rotation went just to the north of Autryville. Okay. I'm gonna try to get a better view on this dang storm to the south. So that would be like this one. I don't know if we'll get one. This one's kind of directly under it, near Cocoa.
There are two new warnings affecting Florida.
Yeah, these ones should have a good view. I'm gonna do this one. It's east, westbound, eastbound. This one might eventually get a good view. It's dealing with some heavy rain right now. It's right in this area. This one's looking southeast. What the heck? Aye.
There is one new tornado warning for Florida.
Northwest. Okay, this is the one we want. Okay. So that one is right over here, I think. Let me just double check. There's Cocoa. Yeah. That one should be eventually in the path, and we should get a really good view. It's looking northwest. So once that rain clears out, we should. Yeah, I saw it. I was watching it. I didn't have any stamina earlier today, which is why I didn't go live. I still don't have any stamina, but I mean, I kind of got overwhelmed with 3 or 4 tornado warnings. I still have a little bit of rotation there. Now that's moving towards Spence Airport. If you live around there, you still need to be in your safe spots there. Very broad area of rotation here near Thomasville. Not tight rotation though. Looks like that stronger rotation has now moved on to land. Are we seeing a CC drop? It's also outside of the tornado warning. So we'll see if they extend this or not. Yeah, it's not particularly strong rotation, but we still needs to be monitored there. We have a little bit of tighter rotation here near Angel City. Again, our cam's like right here, looking this direction. So if there's a tornado on the ground, we should see it here soon. We go over to here. We'll get a big screen here for a second, see if we can see anything. Yeah, we have a really, really good view on this potential tornado warned cell here. The rain should clear out here any moment. And if that thing crosses near the road, we should be able to see it. So keep your eyes peeled.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Georgia.
It's a new severe thunderstorm warning there for Georgia. That is for Thomas and Brooks County with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Hail really isn't an issue with that one. Still some tight rotation on this one. This one has the tightest and strongest rotation. Really the only storm right now that I am concerned about. This one up here, we are monitoring just in case it does try to tighten up. I wouldn't be surprised if it tried to. Knowing what these storms have done today, some hail falling out of that one as well. Let's go back over to here. Still a little bit of rotation there, just to the north of Autryville. No tornado under it as of right now, as far as I can tell. Not seeing any debris, but still rotating nonetheless.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Kansas.
For Kansas? Oh yeah, I forgot about these. Yeah, definitely have some strong storms here, just to the north of Oakley. That's 0.75 inch hail. Moving to the south and east. Appears, yeah. We're going to pay attention to this storm, though, just for a little bit. This is the most concerning storm that we have. And it is making its way towards our cam with some decent rotation. We'll see if we can see anything. Look for, like, green flashes near the ground as it is about to pass just, on the other side of this road here. Kind of at the very far limits of our visibility. That'd be right here. So there is where that potential waterspout / tornado will be. And here's where our cam is. So we should get a clear view of it soon, of whatever's back there. I do believe that this camera's a little far behind. If I had to guess, or either that or we're just getting a lot of fog in the inflow. But it should clear out here shortly. Lightning seems to be ramping up, yeah. Yeah, these storms have produced a lot of lightning today. I actually did some digital storm chasing earlier, and I'll show you guys that in a second. Potential tornado could be on the ground. Could be about to form. A little bit of rotation there, but like I said, if anything drops, we should have a view. Let's go check on this other one to the north. Yeah, they haven't extended this warning.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Tennessee.
Yeah, this one still has a little tight rotation, but again, very weak. Still not concerned about that one.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Florida.
It's really trying, this storm is. It's a little stationary right now. Tell you what, I've been digital storm chasing for the past 2 hours, and I have gotten this close to seeing 2 tornadoes today, but I just couldn't get it. Where is this cam? It's just to the east of Cocoa. Let me show you. So this cam is located like right here, kind of looking north, or kind of looking directly west. Sorry. So there's Cocoa. It's just, and this thing is passing and should be passing in front of the cam, like right now.
There are 2 new warnings affecting Florida and Mississippi.
Okay, so they just extended this tornado warning. And that includes, well, there's no cities over here. But that rotation is just to the south and east of the Apollo Saturn 5. Is that I think this is one of those space. Yeah, this is a launch facility. This rotation is directly over one of NASA's launch facilities, I think. Either that or SpaceX now. If you live near that launch facility, make sure you're in your safe spots.
is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Colorado and Kansas.
Yeah, we're in Florida. Yeah. I do think this cam is lagged behind a little bit because there should be 0 rain on the cam right now, and there's a lot of rain. I do think it's a little bit behind. Yeah, because it's right on this road.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Arkansas.
Unless it's this cam. Unless it's this road. It could be this road, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let me double check. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the road up to the north. So unless this thing includes, sorry. Hey, my brain's not working properly today. So yeah, that cam's up here, so unless we can find a beach cam real quick, we're probably not going to see this thing. Let me try. See if there's any beach cams in the area. Here, Coco. Holy shoot. There kinda is. See if it works. Of course it doesn't. I don't think we can restream this. Dang it. All right, let's go back to the main screen here. Let's check up on this rotation. Still a little bit of rotation there. Right there. Kind of moving directly towards the coast here of Best Western and Las Olsa Club of Cocoa Beach. You guys need to be in your safe spots. International Palms Resort and Cocoa Beach needs to be in their safe spots there as well. That's Cocoa Beach. FAA webcams. Yeah, we're not going to get a view of this storm, I don't think. This is apparently Cocoa Beach. Not really the best view, but can I make this full screen? No. Thank you. Sorry, I'm so out of energy. I've streamed 13 hours in the past 2 days. So I am just completely out of energy. check to make sure. Yeah, they let that tornado warning in Georgia expire. Yeah, so maybe if this exits as a water spout, we might be able to see it, because Cocoa Beach is along here. And this does kind of seem to have like a little northly trajectory. Oh yeah, as soon as this thing went over water, it is starting to tighten up again. Right there, south of Indian River.
There is one new
It's
special
gonna give
marine
me an
warning.
ad every time. Yeah, it is. Fine, screw this cam. Let the music go. That's gonna get me demonetized. I don't think we're gonna get a view on this cam, fortunately, of the storm. Since there is a cam on Mai Tiki Bar webcam. What are the chances? Probably 0. I have a beautiful website. Yeah, this one appears tightening up a little bit. Right in this area. Still not seeing a debris ball with it, though. Oh, yeah. This is now potentially a strong water spout. Let me make sure it's not a glitch, yeah. Potentially a strong water spout here. Still moving towards Best Western Cocoa Beach Hotel and Suites. Radisson Resort. I'm not giving up on these cams, dang it. Best Western Cacao Surf Cam? What? It's live? Huh. This cam's right here. Would you look at that? All right. Well, if that clears out, we should see something. We found it. Chazzy, enough. Come here. Now. Chazzy. Stop it. You know that's dad. All right. We're going to keep a close eye on that cam.
There is one new special marine warning.
We might get a view as of the water spout. It is kind of moving this way. And if we... And this is the Best Western right here. Oh. That is the most pitiful noise I've ever heard you make. Hello, Ronald. Welcome. Oh, I know, Chazzy. They'll be there forever. Man. Yeah, very strong rotation here. Very lucky that this is over water right now. Hello, Christian. Hello, Jared. Let's check back on this one. This storm is really trying to get its act together, but it just hasn't gotten tight enough to really concern me just yet. Oh, poor Bubba's. Wow, look at this. We're getting a little bit of rotation with these storms over here in Georgia. About to exit the coast as well. And a little bit of rotation there too.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Arkansas.
I have to monitor those. And this one's looking northwest too. So this is the perfect view. If this is really at the Best Western, like this site says, in Cocoa Beach, or Cocoa. And Mother Nature is a big show off sometimes. Can you hear him whining in the background? He's literally crying. Mona says hi, Chazzy. He looked at me like, and? Okay, good. Still waiting on the latest velocity scan on this storm. Sorry. It's nothing about you, Mona. It's just he's wanting to leave the room because someone just came in and now he's all antsy. Chazzy. Yeah, latest update does still show some rotation with this storm. It's going a little bit to the north. It's kind of occluding a little bit. That's where our cam is right there. I don't know if we'll catch it if it keeps on occluding to the north like that. Unless it tries to recycle. I just gave him treats. I just gave him his lunch. Let me go check over here on the storm. So pitiful, Chazzy. And some decent rotation right here. I'm not seeing a debris ball. I don't think there's anybody that lives out here, so that's good news. Also, a little bit of rotation here near Spring Bluff. All those still need to be watched, but so far they're not tornado warned. And then we have these crazy storms over here that have been rotating forever. Those parts pretty good. If you're here for the Texas forecast for tomorrow, we actually might go storm chasing tonight. Because the forecast is supposed to be kind of brief, so I'm not going to spend too much time answering questions because we are going to have another long day tomorrow doing Nowcasting. Okay, latest update on this one. Chazzy, stop whining. All right, Bubbas. Right there. There's that rotation. Still trying to tighten up. Chazzy. He is really trying to lay on the sympathy game. Let's see. Yeah, just to the south of that launch complex, if I zoom in here, you can see that's where they build the spaceship, or they stack the spaceship right there. Vehicle assembly building. Just to the north of this rotation. Whew. NASA might dodge a bullet. Uh-oh, where'd that music go? It's a little... What's this? Okay. Why is this all wonky? Let's go back over to here. Yeah. It's like the initial water spout kind of moved up to the north there. And then now the rotation is starting to die down just a wee bit with this storm. With potentially another area of rotation forming off the coast. So I think this is now starting to become the dominant area of rotation, which is good. And then this one's kind of just going to sit back here for a little while until it slowly dies, which is typically what happens. Which would kind of leave only this one left as some of the more intense rotation, at least here in Florida. Is it ever going to quit snowing? Yes, eventually. It should eventually. Is there a storm in Somerville? Not yet, but there will be eventually, as these storms and showers come through. Shouldn't be severe. Not expecting it to be severe, but definitely, if you hear thunder, you don't want to be outside. Yeah, I don't think these storms are going to do anything, which is good. Check on these other Florida storms. Yeah, it's pretty good. Poor Bobbas. You get everything you want. Yeah, let's go back over to searching for the water spout. I don't think we're going to see a water spout. Because unfortunately, it does seem like there's some storms building back in, which might ruin our ability to see anything with this cam. But we'll keep it up above my head. Uh-oh. I gotta take this off as well. Just in case one does happen to form really close to this cam. By the way, if you're here for the Texas forecast, we're going to be doing that here shortly. Just got to wait until these storms go off of the coast. Should happen at any moment. Okay, so this one's off the coast, so I'm not worried about this one anymore. That area of rotation has died there, and now we have probably a strong water spout just off the coast. Golly, if they could just clear out here for just a second, we might be able to see it with this cam. I don't know if we'll get that. We'll get that view. It'll be just a really brief moment on where we might get a little bit of a clearing. No, there's rain building on the back, and we got more rain coming in from that storm. Yeah, this rotation over here is getting quite broad as well. So it does kind of seem like these two storms right now aren't as bad. Yeah. Yeah, today was a slight risk out here. There was a tornado risk for really all these areas. There's a 5% tornado risk for these areas where those tornadoes happened. It's just unfortunately when you have so many, or at least when you're a channel like mine where you go live for almost every...
There is one new tornado warning for Florida.
What is this? Update the tornado text here. Yeah, when you're a channel like mine, you go live for almost every tornado warning, you just get tired. And sometimes you have to forcibly take breaks even though you don't want to, which was what I was doing today, but yeah, you see how that turned out. But yeah, so I haven't really been able to do too much
there is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Alabama.
Focus on this specific storm, but yeah. Definitely some strong storms today, that's for sure. And potentially a significant tornado there in the panhandle of Florida. Yeah, it happens. It happens. And that's probably a pretty strong rotation there right off the coast. Too bad. Too bad we just can't get a rain-free area with any of these storms. We're abandoning these storms. We're going up north. We can find a camp. This is northbound. There's nothing south of this that should look like that. Yeah, this is northbound. Okay. This is up here near Kingsland. Wait, over here. Looking north. Should see a little blob come through here. This is the southern Charlie, so it should look pretty intense as it gets close. It's a good cam to have there. Should finally get some good views on these storms. Dang it. It's all right. I'm slowly getting used to it. I mean, literally in the past week, we've done like 26, 27 hours of broadcasting, which is extremely exhausting. So it's just been a tiring week, but I mean, it's April, so I knew this was coming.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Arkansas.
And we prepared, so. But yeah, not seeing any rotation with these storms anymore. They're going to let those expire here shortly. And while we wait for this storm to get to get in front of our cam, uh-oh, it appears to have gone down. Really? We are gonna, okay. We got another view, thankfully. Jeez. Oops. We're gonna do the forecast now. So let me change the title. And we'll have this cam.
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Florida.
Actually, that's a really nice shelf cloud coming into view here. Okay, I lied. We're gonna watch this come view through, and then we are going to do the forecast. Let me change the title though. Of the video. Should be over here in my notebook. Go. Oh, what a view. Oh, this is going to be a nice view. Nice view of the shelf cloud and potentially a lot of lightning. I'm just gonna sit back and oops. I'm just gonna sit back and chill. while this goes through. And then we're going to do the forecast once the rain hits the cam. And that's going to be it for the stream. Where did I... Let me zoom it on the storm, on the radar above my head, so you guys know which one we're looking at. I'll put the cam location there as well. Here's the cam location. We're looking north. Thank you, Sunshine, for subscribing. And if you're here for the Texas forecast, we're going to get started on that in just a little bit. We're just doing a little bit of digital storm chasing here. It's like the very north one. Like pretty much as far north and west as you can get in the Florida webcams. It's on Florida 511 website. The traffic cam. Yes, we did have a PDS tornado warning earlier today. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting closer. Should pass right in front of us. Just check to make sure we don't have any rotation with this. There's a little bit of rotation. Very broad, but there's some there. No, I turned my cam off because I'm just relaxing, watching the storm as it comes through. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, we get views like this all the time. Literally. We get more views of storms than storm chasers sometimes do. Okay? So if you're relying on a streamer that just relies on storm chasing, you're missing out. So hit that subscribe button and that like button. We've seen multiple tornadoes with these webcams. We even have storm chasers ourselves. We have digital storm chaser, Shiori. We work with Brett Adair. We also...
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Georgia.
We do forecasts like the one we're about to do. We do an insane, literally an insane amount of nowcasts, because like I feel like I'm going insane. But the insanity only happens, through March and May. Through March going through May, because you get literally like a severe thunderstorm every single day. Or a tornado threat every single day. But yeah, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. And we're gonna be getting into the forecast here in just a little bit. Just wanna voice is going out.
There is one new
hello,
severe thunderstorm
testing.
warning for Tennessee.
Got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Fayette and Shelby County, Tennessee. Just lost my voice there. Huge sunstorm happened today. Interesting. What do I think about the 2 cells near Columbus? Let me look. I'll look on my phone radar. That's Columbus, Georgia, right? Columbus, Georgia. That can't be Georgia. Which state is Columbus in? Georgia? There's nothing near Columbus, Georgia. So, yeah. There's no rain happening in Columbus, Georgia. Unless there's two Columbuses. Are you talking about the Columbus, Georgia that's near the Alabama-Georgia border? Man, this thing is gnarly. Oh, man, what a storm. No, I turned my cam on purposely. On purpose, because I'm just chilling. I'm still here. See, I can turn it on and off. Do a rave party. I'll leave it on if you guys really want to look at me. I'd rather you look at the storm. No, I'll break OBS. Columbus, Mississippi. Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do with you? Yeah, we can look at Columbus, Mississippi. That's the wrong city. Dang it. Columbus. MISSISSIPPI. Oh yeah, there's a strong storm near Columbus. 1.5-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Rotating broadly, both of these are. They are cycling really fast though, so that's good. Man, this is a gnarly storm. Look at that.
Severe thunderstorm warning for Arkansas.
This is awesome. This is a great view. I'll probably get a time lapse of this later. I'm done with the stream. I am going to be releasing a members only video of all the digital storm chasing I did today. Hello from DFW. By the way, if you're from Texas, we are about to go through that forecast for tomorrow. So stick around, stay tuned. We're just going to watch this go by until it gets boring. But as of right now, we got a great view, so we're not going anywhere. Well, we are going to do the forecast, though, after this. I promise. So just stick around. Luckily, we don't have any more tornadoes to cover right now. Let's see, y'all. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider it. I think we got what? I mean, actually, most of you already might be subscribed. But we have 228 people here. 228. If all of you hit that subscribe button, it would be a big help. We get views like this all the time. You're here. The average view duration on this stream is 4 minutes and 36 seconds, which means you have enjoyed the stream so far. Maybe you'd like to come back. And if you do, hit that subscribe button. No, the shelf cloud. See, like, once the shelf cloud goes away, it gets kind of boring, so I'm just trying to keep this up so that I can come back later and get a time lapse of this. Because I'm sure the time lapse of this storm is going to be amazing. Let's see how well that pitched work. that little spiel I just did got us 2 subscribers out of the 200 people watching. All right, I see how it is. You physically smashed the like button? Well, I hope your screen is okay. And hitting that like button really does help, but really only when we have tornado warnings. Because we don't really need to hit the algorithm. Storm looks ominous. Yeah, it's pretty ominous. Not severe thunderstorm warned or anything, but it had a really nice shelf cloud. We go over to here really quick. You can see where the cam is, where that blue dot and the arrow is facing. Check to see if there's any rotation. Really quick. There. There's no rotation. Just a really nice shelfie. You're gonna do the Austin, Texas forecast? No, it's fine. We're about to go into the forecast here right now, because I think I've seen enough of this storm. What do you guys think? Think we've seen enough of this storm? Should we move on to the forecast?
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Colorado and Kansas.
Everybody type 1 in the chat if you think we should move on to the forecast. Looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Just type 1, it's fine. No, we're getting a lot of 1s. Actually, doing chat polls, if it looks... I think we're going to do like 1s. And 2s for polls for the most part, because having the comments roll faster, that does help spread the stream, I think, better than polls do, so... Yeah, looks like we got a lot of 1s, so...
There is one new special marine warning.
All right, let's... looks like the eyes have it, and we are moving into... Oops. The forecast. All right, so let's zoom out here. And then let's go over to our models here. We're going to start off with the NAM 12K first. Perfect. Okay. So, here's the current conditions. Lots of severe thunderstorms happening right now. So if you guys are under one of those, make sure you are indoors and away from windows. But yeah, so first what we're going to do is we're going to look at the precipitation type, just kind of see, are we going to get any snow out of any of these upcoming storms? So moving this forward, let's see here. Going into tomorrow, there does seem to be some snow that's going to work its way down into the Colorado region, and then maybe into the little parts there of the New Mexico region. Moving this all the way through. Maybe a little tiny shot of snow there for northern Minnesota. And then some snow wraps around this low pressure system up there in Wisconsin. But that's pretty much it for the snow. Let's see if that amounts to any...
There is one new severe thunderstorm warning for Mississippi.
See if it amounts to any accumulation. Snow totals. Yeah, very little accumulation, just mainly in the mountains here in Colorado, New Mexico, going into Wyoming there. And then for northern Minnesota and Wisconsin, we're talking about a dusting up to 2 to 4 inches there. And then a dusting in Minnesota up to 2 to maybe 3 inches max up there, going in through the 30th there. So that's that. So now let's go over and look at tomorrow's severe weather threat. So we're going to be looking at the HRRR here, and we'll look at the NAM as well to compare and contrast what they say. First, let's go here. And if you have donated recently, your pin is already on the map, so pay attention. First, we're going to go over where are the risks for today, or for tomorrow. There we go. All right, so we do have an enhanced risk. That's a 3 out of 5. Or let's move this over here. Perfect. A 3 out of 5 for severe weather, and that includes areas like Denton, Dallas, Fort Worth, McKinney, Waco, and Killeen, kind of the same areas that dealt with it yesterday. And then we have Paris, Texarkana, Tyler, College Station, The Woodlands, Houston, Bay City, Victoria, San Antonio, Carville, Bourne, Ciudad, Acuna, Pedras, Nuevo Laredo, Reynosa, and Corpus Christi there in the 2 out of 5. And then we have parts of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma in the 1 out of 5 there. Thank you, Jordan M. and Andrew Cook, for the subscription. I do appreciate it. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at there. So let's kind of go over the timing of these storms, and we'll go over to the tornado risk next, actually. We have, we'll just go over the risk here. So we have Killeen, Waco, Fort Worth, Dallas, and McKinney, and parts of Oklahoma, Durant, Oklahoma, that are going to be in the 5% tornado risk for tomorrow. So definitely need to be weather aware. Then we have a 2% risk around that, stretching all the way down from near Tyler through Austin, just to the west of Houston, San Antonio, Pedras, Ciudad, Acuna, and Nuevo Laredo. And just a little bit north there for Ardmore, Oklahoma as well. We have a big old 15% spanning from southern Texas all the way up through Fort Worth and Dallas, all the way up to the Oklahoma-Texas border. Then we got a 5% around that for parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. So that's going to be for 65 to 75 miles per hour winds. Then we got a big old hail threat again up here towards McKinney, Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, and Killeen. That's a 30% hatched risk, so that's for that big hail, 2 inches and above. Potentially could even see some more big hailers of up to 2 to 3 inches on that day, or for tomorrow. Then we got Austin, San Antonio, Pedras, Ciudad, in the 15% hashed risk for large hail, 2 inches and above. Then we got a 15% around that for stretching from southern Texas all the way up through College Station, Tyler, Texas, up to the Texas-Oklahoma border, and kind of just a little parts here for Durant, Hugo, Ardmore, and Idabel, Oklahoma there. And then we have a 5%, or that 15% there, that's for quarter-sized hail. And then we have 5% chance for quarter-sized hail for parts of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. I am going to be live tomorrow covering this, and so make sure that you tune in back tomorrow and you're subscribed with the post notifications on, because that's the only way to get notified when I go live. But yeah, so those are the risks for tomorrow. So let's turn this off and let's go over to the composite reflectivity. Kind of get a view of, actually, let's go to the, why isn't the 18Z loaded? It's weird. All of these are loaded except for the 18Z. Maybe that's a glitch. Nope, it is not a glitch. All right. So we're going to have to go all the way back to the 12Z, which is fine. All right. This is the HRRR model, and moving this forward, right around 4 p.m. is when, 2 to 3 p.m. there is when we're expecting these storms to initiate, and when they do, they're going to be strong. Let's kind of look for some convection early on. No? So, doesn't look like there's going to be any of that saving convection with this storm that happened last time. Because remember, we had some of that rain and showers with this last storm that came through the area. And that actually lowered the dew points enough to prevent strong storms in the Fort Worth and Dallas area. That's not going to happen with these storms. And as you can see, starting at around 4 p.m. from Dallas down to Waco and Killeen, we're starting to see those strong supercells. And that's going to be where the tornado threat is probably maximized here with this storm. And then going through around 5, 6 p.m., this starts to form into a line, which should diminish the tornado threat, but not completely eliminate it. All right. You know, we can definitely see some QLCS tornadoes there. And then it looks like around 8 p.m., Killis and Jessica are going to be getting some stronger storms, and then that's going to push through to Jace by around 10 p.m. It looks like Green Zorro can expect some storms around 7 p.m., and that moves through Maribel and John Martin there by 9 p.m. there. So yeah, strong line. It's initial tornado threat when these storms begin to fire, it turns into a hail threat, and then that line moves all the way through. So now let's go look at the NAM model just to see what the NAM is saying in terms of timing, because not all our models aren't super accurate. But I will say the HRRR has been knocking Texas out of the park in terms of accuracy. Now the NAM is showing a little bit more of that earlier convection up there in Fort Worth and Dallas, with some strong storms going just north. So the NAM is kind of painting a picture of what happened last time, with the stronger storms staying down to the south, moving into the Waco, Killeen, Austin area as a line of storms. Maybe not so much of a tornado threat with the NAM model, but I'm leaning definitely more to the HRRR on this, just because it's been getting a lot of these storms right as they move through Texas. So let's look at some of the kinematics here that we can expect with these storms and see if there's anything that we can add that the SPC hasn't described in their latest forecast. Maybe there could be an increased tornado potential somewhere that's not really showing up. So let's look at it. So right here, when the storms fire and they're a little bit discrete there, let's go look at the spin in the atmosphere. So there is a decent amount of upper level shear. That's actually probably like a 2 out of 5 there for upper level shear. Lower level shear, though, is quite low at the start of this event. Let's move that forward just a little bit, see if it picks up throughout the day. Yeah, looks like near Austin, just to the north of Austin, as this line moves through Killeen, maybe we see a little bit of an uptick of lower level shear. But yeah, it looks like the lower level shear is actually going to be the strongest before these storms fire, according to the HRRR. And then right when they fire is probably going to be, so if they fire earlier in the day, we might have a more of an intense tornado risk there. Let's go to the surface base cape. Yeah, definitely looking at some juicy moisture across the state here. Yeah, gonna be humid, probably in front of this storm. Cape values up to 2,000 there, maybe pushing 3,000, almost 4,000 Cape the further you go south on this line. So definitely a lot of moisture and instability with this storm. Let's go over to the mixed layer. Yeah, a little bit of a cap, but the storm should be able to break through it, I'm thinking. And let's go look at the surface-based CIN. Yeah, a little bit of a cap there. Nothing that these storms can't handle. And then last but not least, we're gonna look at the dew points, see where that. Yeah, not much of a dry line with this storm, but you don't necessarily need a perfect dry line to cause severe storms. Definitely lots of moisture, but even on the HRRR, you can kind of see that we just have this just-in-time moisture here for the Dallas, Plano, and Greenville area. So we'll have to really monitor in the morning where those dew points are, and if they're in the mid 50s when these storms start to fire, then it might be another bust. But I would say I'm a little bit more confident about the Fort Worth and Dallas area with this storm than I was the last one. Like we still have the NAM model saying that those dew points aren't going to make it all the way up there. So I would say it's about a 50-50 chance. So definitely going to want to tune in right when I start my stream tomorrow to check in if you live in the Fort Worth, Dallas, Arlington, Keller, Denton, and Plano area to see if these dew points are making it up that far north, and whether because we will go live right around when the storms initiate, as we always do. But yeah, that's kind of what we're expecting with these storms. Definitely a hail threat, a damaging wind threat, and a smaller but still important tornado threat for this day, with the main threat being that very large hail potential. But yeah, let's go all the way to the end of this model run. Yeah, it seems like as soon as this turns into a line, it really just kind of peters out there. Going into the 29th, the morning hours of the 29th is not. And then, we have a little bit of convection over here for the Little Rock area, going to Jonesboro.
There is one new special marine warning.
But mainly just heavy rain there. But yeah. Also, I do want to touch here really quickly over here on this forecast. for the California region, we do have a little bit of a developing situation on the mountains here, because you guys know, like, they got a lot of snow on these mountains, and now we're getting a big flash warm up. And as you can see, closer to the peaks of these mountains where all that snow is sitting, it's going to be above freezing. So there's definitely going to be a chance for some snow runoff flooding. So if you live near the base of some of these mountains, definitely want to be aware of that. That you could get some increased melting and potential flash floods without rain. So keep that in mind. Definitely a big heat up here happening for the West Coast. We didn't look at the temperatures on this forecast, so let's go look at the temperatures real quick for everybody else, just so we can get a little understanding of what's going on. So as I move this forward, you can see that cool air makes its way down to the south, going into tomorrow, and that's gonna
severe thunderstorm warning for Arkansas.
That's gonna help cause those storms down, or help with the storms down there. It's not gonna be the main factor, but it's definitely gonna help having those differences of temperatures there, and yeah, so definitely a cool down for the mountainous regions over here in Colorado, Salt Lake City into Wyoming, and then a big warm up. So it's been kind of cool over here in the southeast, and it's going to be a little bit warmer going into the 28th, and then as we go into the nighttime hours of the 29th, it cools down a little bit. But then it warms right back up there, especially along the East Coast down there into Florida. And as you can see, where these storms fire, it's going to be a little bit cooler there as well. Moving up to the Northeast in the Ohio Valley here, you can see that it's very warm up there right now. You guys are probably like, what the heck? If you don't believe in global warming up here anymore, I don't know what to say. But yeah, it's been pretty abnormally hot up there pretty much the entire beginning of spring. 60s going into 70s. That cold air moving through is going to push some of those warmer temperatures into West Virginia during the daytime on the 29th there, and then moving into the east, you might see a warm up into Pennsylvania, parts of New York, and New Jersey as this system moves off to the east there. So keep that in mind as we move forward. And then, yeah, so we'll be live tomorrow covering this. And then we'll go look at the day 3 threat right before I get off. I'm not going to answer any questions today because I'm still trying to rest my voice here. But yeah, we do have a little bit of marginal risk here for some severe weather. That includes Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. Don't think it's gonna. I'm hoping it's not gonna be anything like we just experienced today, because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough stamina to do another 2 6-hour streams in a row. But we'll have to see. But yeah, that's what we're looking at here for the next 2 days. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of the night. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet and you live in the Texas area, I'm going to be live tomorrow. So it's very important you hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, or you're going to miss out on the stream tomorrow. You're not going to get notified. And I might be the only one live. Who knows? And also, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, just thank you everybody for continuing to support this channel. It does help when I am feeling extremely tired to look over at chat and see all of your guys' positivity. So I do appreciate it. Thank you everybody that has subscribed today and also liked the stream. Again, you help out by doing that as well. It's not just me, we're all a team. And yeah, so everybody have a good rest of your night, and I'm gonna try to get as much rest as possible before tomorrow.